It's okay to be pretty. It's okay to be ugly. And actually, that's why I like a lot of Greenday stuff, and that's why I like a lot of Billie stuff. Right? They kind of show both sides of that, and that's what art is, right? Has to bring you out of that comfortability zone, if that's a word, and kind of. What's going on, guys? Andrew here with yet again another natural reaction. How the hell's it going, party people? It's good to see you. Looking good. Looking good. Hey, can you do me a favor? If you're new here, please go down there and hit that subscribe button for me. Maybe leave a comment and let me know what else you want to see, because I got plenty of daily content for you, all sorts of videos. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Real Natural Reaction if you'd like. And today I am really freaking excited because this brings one of my old musician pals that I used to love, and it brings a new musician pal that I now love, and it merges them. It takes them and it merges them into one. That's right, if you clicked on it, you know we're watching the Billie interview. That's Billie Eilish and Billie Joe Armstrong from Greenday, of course. Guys probably don't know that about me, but I used to play in a band, in a punk rock band, and I would say Greenday and Billie Joe Armstrong are probably one of the biggest influences that actually made me even want to play music. You know, in the early stages of my music playing, I suppose. So this is pretty exciting, and apparently he is a fan of Billie Eilish. So if I was trying to drink that haterade at all before, it's all gone now if this man vouches for her, because I have a lot of respect for this dude when it comes to the music industry and business. Man's been around for a long time, and this is really exciting. I'm excited about it. Thank you down below in the comments for letting me know about this interview after she was talking about it in the carpool thing. Such as Townsend Wright, Nancy Malignano, and Peachy. Thanks for commenting. You guys let me know about this interview. I think Townsend Wright sent me the link. So we're just going to get into it. I guess I'm going to stop talking, but yeah. I really like the punk rock, and I guess Greenday is a little bit on the more like pop punk side, and I get a little more grungy, I suppose, too, than that. But Greenday definitely is one of my biggest influences. I talked about in the carpool karaoke about the old cassette tape, the old blue cassette tape from their Dookie record. That's kind of pretty much got me excited about music and got me all hyped up for music to begin with. So this is legendary. Let's hear what they got to say. Billie.
Can you believe that he's right there?
I can't believe she's right there.
Yes, you can.
This is awesome, first of all. Look at his dope freaking, what is that called, like a ducktail? He's got like the 50s hairdo. That's sick, by the way. Oh yeah, besides punk rock, I know I'm like a younger dude packaged, like a younger dude package, but an old man brain or something. I seriously love like 50s music, by the way. I don't think I ever said that on this channel, but like 50s music is seriously some of my favorite stuff. So for him to have that little ducktail thing there, that's dope. I like that. Got a 50s vibe. Even the car, right?
Whenever I hear that somebody is like, oh, she's your biggest fan, you know, I'm your biggest fan, I'm like,
So
sure.
This is also probably pretty new, I'm guessing, from the hair. Am I right, Wind Strike? Let me know down there in the comments. But from the hair, I'm guessing that this is a pretty recent interview.
You don't think that when that person says that they actually mean it, because there's so many people and that's great. But honestly, if I'm being real, having seen the people that are my fans and stuff, and seeing my brother as a fan of Greenday, it was like another level. He literally was you, like basically like a downgrade of you. a
downgrade version. That's pretty funny. I think we all growing up during that time period, right? We probably all were trying to be like this cat at one point. Man, he's getting a little older now. I haven't seen him in a while, in a couple of years, but damn, getting a little bit older. Oh, I did, by the way, when I was looking this up, I did see that Greenday apparently released a newish record and has a new music video and stuff like that. If you haven't, go and check it out. You know I'm going to be checking that stuff out soon on this channel. I didn't really listen to the Uno Dos Tres records, by the way, and I haven't listened since like 21st Century Breakdown, but even on that record they were killing it. I like Green Day. I'm going to check them out soon. Let me know if you want me to check out anything specific.
He would just be playing it as loud as fuck every day, everywhere, all the time.
I had older siblings. I got a lot of their music too. So anything from the Beatles to Fleetwood Mac to Black
I got
Flag
blisters
and
on me
stuff like
fingers.
that. So I just absorbed everything. So that's kind of the same experience.
That's exactly the same.
Oh wait, that's Spinal Tap actually. That's Spinal Tap, I think. Never mind. Same accent though.
Got all my music from my parents and my brother, and it was a range from like the Beatles and like Green Day and like My Chemical Romance and shit, and like, you know,
Where does hip hop come in?
That was like around when I was 11, 12, and I just felt like I'd been missing this world. I remember finding like Childish Gambino and Tyler, the Creator, and
Childish Gambino, that's where that comes from. And there's another one where she mentions Tyler, the Creator, huh? That's pretty cool. How are you sitting in a 50s car right now talking to Billie Joe Armstrong about your freaking musical influences? Jesus Christ, that's awesome. This must be a dream come true. Billie. Jesus, that's awesome. That's pretty dope.
just feeling like, wow, this is what I've been needing to have.
I think it's great because, like, with all of those influences that are coming from different people, and it's almost like you're part of a generation where music becomes like genre fluid.
Yeah.
Yes, that's kind of what I've been like saying in some of my other videos and stuff like that. It was all like separated back in the day, but now since we're all like growing up doing the same stuff, right? We're like skating, listening to a little punk rock, listening to a little rap, listening to like a little bit of stuff, and now it's all like merging, even like the clothing styles, and like it's all like becoming one thing. And I guess that's it. What did he say? Genre fluid or whatever, or something like that. That's exactly what it is. And I guess at first I was kind of turned off by that. I was kind of like, what the hell is everybody doing? And I just like completely shut down. But it's actually kind of becoming pretty cool now. There was like I feel like there was a period of like weirdness about it though too. But this is awesome.
Oh, I can't stand that. Ugh.
What's that?
Genres.
Genre.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just, ugh.
Oh yeah, we saw that in her Vanity Fair interview. She was like, don't tell me how I'm gonna be or what kind of genre I'm in or what I can do, right? It's very limiting when you start doing stuff like that. It's limiting. You're like, I don't know. And that's actually kind of why I don't really like punk rock very much anymore. Punk rock, I think, is specifically something that it acts like it's supposed to be like, oh, we don't even care. There's no labels. Everybody is like kind of welcome and stuff too, but I feel like punk rock specifically is very limiting. When I was playing and play shows, some people would be like, oh, this is awesome, while other people are like, that's not punk rock, that's not real punk rock, punk is this, punk is that, punk is that. And it's like, it all just becomes very limiting, and it becomes something very lame that I didn't even want to be a part of, actually, if you ask me. Yeah, I don't know.
I bet it was hard
Oh man,
to
they're taking selfies together, that's
be
sick.
in a world where it was only genres. Like, that's what I think, because right now, it's true, it's like there's kind of no limit to what genre you can put yourself in, and, you know, you can make kind of anything now, I feel like.
Except for that weird hip-hop / country merge. That stuff is boo. And you can get mad at me if you'd like, but country music, boo. Country / hip-hop, even booer. That does not go together. So I agree with all of that except for that part. Sorry, getting my opinions up in here.
I follow Maria
Let me know
McKee,
how you feel.
She's this great solo artist. She was in a band called Lone Justice. She posted something about Billie. It was like a festival. You were playing, and then all of a sudden you got everybody to jump at the same time. That's when I discovered you for the first time. And then I was like, holy shit, her fucking music is really good.
Nice.
And then I noticed that her name.
Hey, we were all there, right? I kind of like listened for a couple minutes and then I'm like, holy crap, this person's good. I heard about the name a bunch of times, and then it's like, oh my god, the music is actually good. That looked pretty badass, by the way. Her jumping and making the crowd jump and stuff, that was awesome. It looked like
And I was like,
it's totally
holy
cool.
shit, her fucking music is really good.
Man, so
And then
Billie
I
Joe's a
noticed that her
fan,
name was,
huh?
well,
He
with
vouches
my
for
E.
it.
I reposted something. I said, does anybody know how I can get this merch? And then
It's the craziest day of my life. He posted this picture of me, and at the time with like a couple of my friends, and I was wearing this bandana that just said Billie. I actually thought it was a fan account for him posting it. Like, oh, I want to get
So
this bandana.
he actually reached out to her sort of and was like, yo, let me get this merch. That's sick. That's crazy. And like I said, if this man vouches for her, I totally vouch for her because he is one of my favorites. He is a legend. He is one of the greats. And you heard it. You heard it from his mouth, right?
Bandana because it says Billie, and that's the same name. But then I was like, hold on, this is really this.
it was me, yeah. No.
It was him.
He looks funny in that picture.
Me, when I was writing music when I was really young, it was always important to me to be able to feel like I'm writing songs that I can sing 20 years later. And that's what creates longevity for people, I think.
I remember having this conversation with my mom about like bury a friend.
By the way, pause for 1 second. I don't think he's not looking that old, by the way. I feel bad that I said that in the beginning, but I just mean he's like older. You know how you get used to seeing these people? Like I still like I've seen music videos from them when they're like teenagers and stuff, or like in their 20s. So it's just weird, you know, you kind of get like an image or whatever stuck in your head. And now the dude's like, I don't know, he's probably at least like what, like 50 something at this point. So yeah, he doesn't look bad. I didn't mean to say that before. Okay, I didn't mean to say that.
and how we were like, no one's gonna give a fuck, because it's like, you know, the lyrics are, I want to end me. That's the chorus.
I'm always gravitate towards music that sounds.
I wasn't really into those words, by the way. I want to end me. I thought that was kind of weird too, and like borderline suicidal a little bit. Maybe that's why I wasn't
like
into that.
freedom, an earnest person that's expressing themselves. And that song, you're talking about death, and that's as real as it gets. Just like the lyrics were very real, and that's
real,
really important in music.
Nice.
Is to be real.
Real. And that is, I think I've said it before about her, and that's exactly what I feel, and that's why I like all artists. I think the real ones that are actually have something to say and that come from, you know, a true place somewhere in here, right? So that's dope. Yeah.
Especially when you're surrounded in things that sound synthetic and not real.
I've been actually surprised
Exactly.
that people like my music. When Ocean Eyes came out, I remember a couple days, like a day after it came out, it got like 1,000 plays. Like on SoundCloud, it says like 1,000 plays. Right. And I thought that was like the craziest thing.
Whatever happens to someone.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy seeing her develop, you know, after watching that first Vanity Fair interview. Like, she's like, 500 people, right? Playing in front of us a lot. And then the next year it was like 40,000 or whatever. And I don't know, but yeah, then she's all excited about 1,000 or whatever. But now it's like, you know, millions of plays or whatever. That's sick.
First get popular as a musician, it's like that feeling of the first
Hey, look,
time
I just noticed they got the same shirt on, Billie, and they spell it the same way. Nice.
happens twice. You have to kind of keep creating new stuff to kind of keep things like interesting in your life, I guess. Which is hard because it's kind of, that's the golden carrot that people dangle in front of your face, is like, do I want to sound like somebody else so that I can stay relevant? Yeah. When it comes down to it, as an artist, I have to wake up with myself every morning and respect like what I do. When I saw you play, I was such a good show. Like I was like, I mean, everybody was singing along in this way. I was like, it was kind of like going to like a football game in England, like a soccer game.
Like a football game in England. That's hilarious. That's cool of them taking pictures, by the way. It seemed like they were having a good time and laughing and stuff. Like, they actually seem like maybe they're actually friends. Who knows?
Singing along to like dark stuff, which that was even cooler.
Ew. Oh, that's one of her shows? That looks awesome. And that is true. You got like a bunch of people like singing along, and it is dark stuff. So I guess it's pretty real is what he's saying, right? That show looks badass. Her sitting on there just like freaking out and stuff, and got Phineas over in the corner as usual. That looks sick. I didn't know they played all those videos and stuff like that. That looks pretty dope. Might have to go see this
I've been
person.
more conscious of myself during a show. than knowing
you guys-
that Billie Joe Armstrong was
Have you guys ever seen her live, by the way? Comment down below and let me know how that went.
in the crowd.
Really? I'm sorry.
No, it was like, it wasn't bad. I just didn't realize that I never felt so like, oh my, like, I don't know.
That was a great show.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you for coming to it.
Yeah. Do you have bad shows?
Yeah, but I will say though that the bad shows are still
It's all good.
good.
Having an off night on a show is basically like having an off day. And it's like now, it's like if I have off show, I kind of don't care. Things are supposed to be messy. Life is messy. But that's the part of like what music that always, especially what drew me to
Oh my god, look at that face. I feel like she's just like kind of really intently listening and stuff like that. I feel like this is she's like really excited to be there or whatever. Like she's really grateful to be there. And that makes me like her even more because she respects this man, as do I. And as should you, in my opinion. If you don't freaking know about Mr. Billie Joe Armstrong, this cat's been around, all sorts of craziness. I can't even get into it right now because this is about Billie, but she just seems like she is really grateful, like how she's listening to him, and like she's just like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm sitting here right now, and like, I don't know, that's dope. And you know, and she's dope. She's like just as dope, so to be thinking that way, it's just amazing. Just real people here. Couple real cats,
Punk
right?
is it's all one big zitty face imperfection that makes, you know, it's like taking trash and making it
Zitty
beautiful.
face.
You know.
I don't know, there was a period where I was like, do I even enjoy music? You know, traveling and being alone
Me
all
too.
the time, never seeing anyone, and then even when you come back, like everyone's kind of moved on from you. They don't forget about you. Obviously, everyone sees you, and you know, they see what you're doing out there, but they kind of forget what it's like to have you in their lives.
It's like you go out on the road and you're like,
The tour life, dang. I bet you he has some tour experience to tell her about and stuff too, which is cool. I feel that. I've been on tour before and stuff like that. That's exactly right. I don't know. That's exactly right.
life is just all about like traveling and playing gigs and then all of a sudden you get back home and you see when things really change. Making music now is like, back then the way that your deals, like making records, is like structured in a way where it's like, here's an album, here's an album, here's an album. Now there's so many different ways. It doesn't really matter like if waiting for something like manufacturing or something like that. It's like you don't have to be stuck in someone else's way of doing things or other people's expectations.
Yeah, it's true. It's just a different time period, I guess, with technology and stuff like that. And again, I guess I was sort of getting turned off to just the different way things were for a little bit, but it doesn't have to be like that. It's just changing. I don't have to be like an old man and be like, get away from me, new ways and stuff. You can embrace it and be a part of it and navigate your own path, I suppose, right? Which is dope.
You can just kind of go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense. If you feel really strongly about a certain thing, you do that shit. The life that he has, no one ever has lived and will never live, ever. He's the only person that's ever gonna live that. Mm-hmm. And so no one can know except this dude. Mm-hmm. And the fact that like, he's still sane, he's still gorgeous, he's still...
That's pretty funny. He wasn't expecting that either. He just starts laughing. Yeah, being sane is probably a huge accomplishment, actually, after like lives like that.
Gorgeous. he's still him.
Man,
Having gone through
she got him good. He was real giggly and stuff. I don't even really see him laugh like
is
that.
just like,
that's funny.
I don't know.
My life could have definitely gone in a different direction. And I'm just glad I'm able to do the things that I love to do, and people show up. It's okay to be pretty, you know, but
I love that.
but it's okay to be ugly, you know.
Nice.
That's one thing I really like what you said to your fans. I think it saves lives, you know. I do.
Wait, about what? What with the fans? I missed that part. Hold on. I like that, by the way. It's okay to be pretty. It's okay to be ugly. And actually, that's why I like a lot of Greenday stuff, and that's why I like a lot of Billie stuff. Right? They kind of show both sides of that, and that's what art is, right? Has to bring you out of that comfortability zone, if that's a word, and kind of that's what art is. Makes you think, makes you get uncomfortable, makes you, you know, look inside yourself, right? That's what art is, right?
Okay to be ugly, you know. That's one thing I really like what you said to your fan. I think it saves lives, you know.
I can't understand what he's saying there. With the what of your fans?
I think it saves lives, you know.
Fun.
But it's okay to be ugly, you know. That's one thing I really like what you said to your fan. I think it saves lives.
With the
you know?
what of your fans? Dang it, I literally can't. Can somebody tell me what he's saying there at the end? That's one thing I like with the something of your fans. I literally can't understand what he's saying right there. But I don't know. The side of your fans? Like, I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. Let me know. Oh, that's it? Boo. Boo. Dang it, that stinks. Again, I'm not saying boo because it stunk. I'm saying boo because I wish it was going on longer. That was pretty awesome. Sorry, let me stop this real quick. That was a pretty freaking legendary interview, if you ask me. Couple greats right there. I definitely, I'm starting to respect her more. If he respects her and like just the way that she was listening and they were talking to each other, it seems cool. He vouches for her. I vouch for her. This was a dope interview. Check out Billie Eilish. Check out Greenday. I know I'm going to check out some newer Greenday stuff real soon. And of course, more Billie Eilish videos are coming at you. If you like the content today, please go down there and hit that subscribe button for me. Let's be internet friends. Let me know what else you want to see. And hey, I'll catch you next time on another Natural Reaction.